Okay, welcome to the next baby step. This baby step will help you set up your final goal, which is to have a 10-week meal plan.
I want to have you start with the end in mind, and so you're not just kind of scrambling the whole time, but you have a set goal and what you're looking for, okay? So, and everyone's going to be different. We're going to go through a few things so you can think about what you need and what works best for you, and you can always adjust as you go, okay? So we're going to throw out a few ideas for you.
For example, my goal is a 10-week meal plan, and I cook 4 times a week. And so I need 40 recipes for this. Some people cook 5 times a week, so they need 50 recipes. We want you to start thinking ahead. Okay, how many recipes am I going to need to finish this?
And just for me, I've been watching myself and writing down like how often I actually cook, and I probably cook 3 times a week, like even 2 to 3 times a week, and we just have leftovers the other time. So I just need 30 recipes, you guys. Woohoo! And then I can add to it as I go if I get in the groove and can cook faster and things.
So just first step, think ahead, think what you want, think how many recipes you need, and just kind of prep yourself for that.
Yep. Okay, so what's next is figuring out what kind of recipes you need. So you might want to ask yourself, do I like to cook? First of all, if you don't like to cook, you're going to want to do fast and easy. You're going to figure out what kind of time do I actually have. Like, take an honest look at your life. Are you always on the go? If you always have sports for your kids after school, then you're probably going to be looking at fast, easy, maybe crock pot ideas. Things that you can do like the night before, prepare the night before, finish up in the morning, and then have your crazy day. So maybe quick 30-minute meals. If you like to cook, then maybe you'll have Sunday elegant dinners or whatever. So start thinking about what your personality type is and what your time looks like.
And kind of be strict with yourself. Like when you're looking for recipes, you'll like notice something and be like, oh, that looks so yummy and so healthy. But be realistic, like, oh, I'm not going to try that because it'll take me a whole hour, and I know that I won't end up doing that when the time comes.
Yeah, totally.
So,
and if you do I'll try this, and then you have a bad experience, then you're going to be shut off to cooking. Because, so that's a really good point. And oftentimes too, my husband taught me this, is you see a recipe and it has all these crazy ingredients, and for me I'd be like, oh, I don't have that one ingredient, I can't do the whole thing. And he's like, what do you mean? Just don't use it. Or here's an easy substitute. Like, oh. And you can Google that. What can I use instead of this weird ingredient? Okay, so next is kind of figuring out designating certain foods for certain days. That makes it easier for some people. So you might have a Taco Tuesday, you just know every week you're gonna have tacos on Tuesday. And you might even do it by different culture spices. This is what I like to do. So I always think of 4 things. So I want Italian, Mexican, Asian, or American. That helps me. You can even plan your weeks out like that. Melody, do you want to explain what you do?
Yeah, so I have a pasta day, and I have a beans and grains day, and I have a tubers day, so that's like potatoes or sweet potatoes, and a leftovers day, or just kind of miscellaneous day, I guess. Yeah. But if I didn't do that, I'd probably eat Mexican every single night.
Awesome.
And it's good to get the variety in, so that's why I do it. Once you've kind of figured out what the end product is going to look like, then you make a template. This is my meal planning journal that we've talked about already, but this is my final product. See how it's much prettier? So what I've done is I've just put in 10 weeks of these meal planning sheets, and as I find a recipe that my family loves and it's healthy and it fits all the requirements, I write it in this template that I have, and then behind it I have a sheet for ingredients so that I have my shopping list all ready to go, and then behind that I've got all the recipes printed out and ready.
Yeah, and everyone's different. We are comparing, and I'm just not a very organized person, more sloppy, and so my finished project right now is just a piece of paper with all my favorite recipes, and that's where I am right now. Just start somewhere, and then as you get going, you'll be able to add more things, and I would love to have that one day. That would be awesome. So Melanie just made a good point, is everyone's got different personalities, so work with yours.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. So the baby step for this week is to sit down and think ahead how many recipes you're gonna need or want, and then kind of figure out a template to keep those recipes organized and collected.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, good luck, you guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you later.